Hey everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon. Me, Banshee, and it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment. Segment. Your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show. I don't know that I have anything economically to report of note. So let's just get on with the collective card today. And I am using, by the way, let me cut them. I'm using the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. So we do have a new moon this week. And what are we getting? Well, it's the first quarter moon in Aquarius. Trust the universe. And this seems familiar to me, like we may not have had this that long ago. I could be wrong. Trust the universe. All right. It's time to release your grip on a situation. Passion is good, but too much can become manic. Sometimes we feel too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared they won't come true. I guess I should put the card out here, shouldn't I? I see it sitting on the side and I'm like, you goof. All right, trust the universe. Where was I? I'm sorry. All right. So we have too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared they won't come true, but that's counterproductive. Live and let live a little. State your intention to the universe and detach from it. Trust the universe and see what happens. The tighter your grip now, the more likely you are to lose out. This is doubly true if you've been jealous or had issues to do with sex or money. Avoid trying too hard to influence someone else. Your manifesting mixes, if you feel stuck or you're making someone else feel stuck, you need to tread carefully. Sometimes stuck people behave recklessly. Your manifesting mindset is, when this card comes up, there's a risk that you're being too rigid in your thinking, words, or actions. Loosen up and you'll find it easier to overcome the challenges you are facing. It's interesting because usually we have a mantra, and I don't see it here, so we'll just move on. But I would say this about the card in general. We push too hard sometimes. We want something so bad. Push, push, push. And then you push it right out of your life, if you're not careful. This is a time to maybe pace yourself and work not faster, but smarter towards your financial goals and dreams. So, you have a good chance of achieving them. All right. Loosen that grip. Don't be a micromanager when it comes to your own goals and desires. Give it breathing room as needed. All right. Oh, we've got a little astrology happening this week. This reading is for the elemental signs of the zodiac, and it's good from December 10th, Sunday, December 10th, through Saturday, December 16th. The moon will be traveling from Scorpio into Aquarius on the 16th. Scorpio on the 10th, 16th, Saturday, Aquarius. New moon is in Sagittarius on December 12th. Mercury goes retrograde, dun, 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 on December 13th. Sad news for us all. I know. There's Mercury up there. I should have brought him down for the occasion. We have a nice statue of Mercury in here. Anyway, but Hanukkah ends on December 15th, and that's all she wrote. That's all I have for this week. But you know, Mercury going retrograde is quite enough. Thank you. All right. So that's what we've got going on. Let's see what's going on for the air signs, shall we? Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you. Have you been naughty or nice in your financial world? Santa Claus is coming. Won't be long now. All right, one more. Well, air signs. Your focus for the week ahead comes up every so often as a focus. I like it. It's the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is reversed. Nice show here. I kind of like this, air signs, because you start the week off feeling like a weight has been lifted. Maybe you've modified and made some changes that are easing your workload or the pressures that are on you. Maybe you're able to meet your deadlines more efficiently, but your load is lightening this week. Maybe some fears or trepidation about what to do, to, maximize profits. Maybe you've come up with some solutions. How best can you prepare for that focus? It's judgment. Judgment's upright. Nice going. Well, how best you can prepare for this focus is, to really, in order to lighten the load, you need to maybe rejuvenate, restore, recreate, reimagine. I like that word for this, reawaken or reimagine. Maybe there's some procedures or things you used to do in the past that are the key to lightening your load now, and you need to rekindle that. Maybe this is just a time to rebirth, and start something new and try things in a new way, or have new ideas on where to, make your money. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I'll tell you what. You're on your own this week. So Magician reversed. You might actually, hopefully, be an example for others, I'd like to think, who seem to not have it together. It looks like here you found some processes and things that might be working better. Well, they're kind of floundering. So maybe whatever you're bringing to the table can help turn that around. But I think that this is something you're doing, yourself, and it may benefit, your organization or the people working around you or with you. Ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement this week or no movement at all? Well, you've got the Queen of Cups reversed, air signs. I'm not sure I understand that here. Something has made you unhappy at the end, and maybe it's because people aren't adopting the better methods. People want to do things their own way. They feel like if they can cut corners or do things the way that they are doing them, they might be able to make some more profit or money, and kind of in an unethical manner. I don't know. I just don't think it's positive. Let's take a look at this again. I do think it may have to do with other people. You yourself are on the road to making things easier for yourself, to lighten your load, to eliminate things that have been burdensome or maybe have been dragging in your life, in your material world. How best you're preparing for that is you're ready for change, you're ready for rebirth, and you're ready for regeneration, air signs, but others may not be. For their own selfish reasons, they may not like this transition or these changes, and it could be causing you some headaches by the end of the week, trying to get everybody on board. You might just be disappointed at the way things are by week's end. Oh boy. So that's what we have for you, air signs. Good luck with that. Well, my friends, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This reading's for you for the week ahead. We do have a cat in the room today. You just can't see her, and she's so well behaved. It's Sassy.
She's digesting her meal.
She's resting after, yes, her full meal, relaxing in the library with us.
She's a good girl.
She's so zonked out. She's not paying attention. Uh-oh. My first shuffling malfunction. All right. Okay, fire signs, let's see what you can do. We have the Ten of Wands reversed. Sadly for you, though, fire signs, you have the Nine of Wands reversed. Oh, dear. How did this happen? How did this happen and you got to this point that you're ready to give up on something? Whether it's a project or goal, fire signs, whether it's a job that either is just not paying off or you're through fighting battles there, with coworkers, colleagues, bosses maybe on procedural matters or other things. And things just aren't working out. You're not, and it's also as if you're not prepared either. It could also be that you're not prepared for something that's coming your way or about to happen. Maybe for you students out there, it's your final exams. Ooh. Well, how best can you prepare for that focus? It's the Empress reversed. I don't know if that's a preparation or it's the aftermath here, where you just feel you got to take care of you. This is a time you need a little support, a little self-care. Maybe you'll be looking for some support and guidance from others, who care about you. Whether it's school, it's a professor or your advisors, whether it's your peers, whether it's some guidance in the workplace even, or whether it's just seeking out, some downtime for yourself so you can start clearing your head. Things just seem a little bit foggy and you seem to be kind of stuck in a rut, which may be why this is happening. We got another 9 here. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, 9 of Swords is reversed. So, when I just said what I said with the Empress, that maybe you should reach out to others who might have your best interests at heart and want to support you, it's right here. I think others can alleviate some fears and anxieties that you have, regarding whatever it is you're going through here that, you got caught off guard about or you weren't ready for in some way. Let them help you. And if you do, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you this week? Well, look at that. It's another 9. You have 3 9s in this reading. Ready to say it, Mr. O? Wow. I think it's kind of cool. So whatever you weren't prepared for in the beginning, it seems like by week's end, if you follow this course that was mentioned here, you will come out ahead. You'll feel good about where you are. You'll feel you're in a far better position than you were at the beginning of the week. And maybe even you can smell success, that you realize you're on the path and, good things are coming. Good things may already be here. Maybe you have enough resources around you too. It's going to help you out in this situation. So it's really good. Fire signs, I think overall, it didn't start out that way. So let's take a look at this again. It looks as though you're starting off being very unprepared for something you're about to face. It might be too that you're giving up on something that just seems like a lost cause. You're tired of fighting the same battles over and over again. You need some help. You need somebody on your side and somebody who can offer you some support and concern and somebody who cares about you. And also you need to clear your head. You need to have some downtime, pull back a little bit to try to reorient yourself and eliminate the blocks, the creative blocks you're feeling right now. Others around you want to help you get there. They really do. They want to alleviate your anxieties, your fears, your doubts, and let you know that everything is going to be all right and give you some guidance in order to see that it is. And ultimately, if you follow that, by week's end, Nine of Pentacles, you're standing pretty in that garden there, looking at all the wealth and riches, that await you because, you've taken the right steps you need to take. Wish you luck with that, fire signs. Hey, water. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading is for you for the week ahead. I have my Lions mug. I don't know if it says Lions on that side, but it does here. Go Lions. They're playing this weekend. And a nice glass of tea that Mr. O has made for me. And why is that? Because that's what producers are for.
That aftertaste, that's the arsenic.
Thank you, Bly. You're welcome. Thank you, Mr. O, too. All right, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This is for you. God, so nice and lemony, Mr. O. All right. Well, you start out with the Three of Pentacles, Wands, water signs. Whoopsie. I like the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a great place to start. It's almost as if you're waiting. Maybe some things that you were working on in the previous week, whether you were looking for jobs, seeking jobs, whether you were preparing for tests, whatever the case may be, those ships on this card are starting to come in, and it looks like, you know it too. You've got whatever you're working on. And now you're also thinking, what more is out there? What more can I do? What more can I get myself into that will be profitable? So plan, strategize, think of future goals now, because this one looks like it's coming through for you, some goal or objective. Hey, and how best can you prepare for that focus? How about with 3 plus 3? The 6. 6 of Wands is here, and it is upright as well. Got a lot of fire energy here, you water signs. Looks as though, you can prepare for this by patting yourself on the head, patting yourself on the back, saying, great job. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of this moment where you find you have conquered what you've needed. You've eliminated the obstacles in your path, and you've worked hard to achieve what's coming towards you now. And others will recognize this. Others will notice. So it's looking pretty good. What about people this week? Will it be cooperation or conflict? Well, some people this week are not looking as good as you are. There's the King of Pentacles reversed here. You might be dealing with somebody this week who's a little bit, he might be a little bit of a micromanager. He might be somebody who is being too I would look at this both ways. He's either too hands-on or he's too hands-off. and either can be bad. On the one hand, you have somebody who's not letting you do what you need to do, and on the other hand, in the way you want to do it, and in the other hand, you have somebody who just doesn't care about anything, and, that means that others may be off doing their own thing and not producing, but fortunately for you, you are. So what about the end of the week? Will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? It's the Five of Cups upright. So you're a little bit disappointed by week's end. It's really interesting. It sounds like it's off to a great start, but you're dwelling on some losses, something that maybe some missed opportunities, and not recognizing, you've still got something here. You still have something to look forward to that's coming through for you. So try not to focus on whatever this disruptive influence is here. Focus on what you know you've achieved and be proud of that. So I've sort of recapped a little bit there. Obviously, something good is coming through for you this week. And it could bring you recognition as well as some rewards. That's a given here, I think, with the ships on the water. But, there is somebody here who either, I want to say he could mess things up for you because he's either too manipulative or too involved, or he's just not involved enough. And you don't need anybody to drop the ball on the things you have put in place, especially if you are relying on other people. And ultimately, it's giving you a lot to think about by week's end, ruminate over, and you may be just, disappointed with some things that have occurred, and you can't seem to shake that. And you need to remember, you came quite a ways this week. Don't let whatever's going on, with people interfere with that. Good luck with that. Wow, water signs. Let's go on with the earth signs now. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you for the week ahead. All right. Oh boy. Well, earth signs, you start off with the Tower reversed. So I think some of us are having a little bit of a problem with reality. We want to cling on to things that are no longer working. Maybe a job that's just very unstable right now. Should you leave before the bottom drops out? Should you at least be looking for work or something? Or are you going to wait till that bottom drops out and just hold on for dear life? Something is not working here. Did you not study for your exams? And now, you're going to face the fallout from that. And the sad thing about the Tower reversed is there's not a lot of takeaways from here, or things that you are willing to take away from this experience. When we're in a crisis situation, a lot of times we crumble. We don't, and when disaster strikes, we don't seem to focus on what we need to do to make things better and to start rebuilding. We focus instead on the loss and don't want to move forward. So make sure you're not going to repeat the same mistakes twice. Earth signs. How best can you prepare for that focus? It's Temperance reversed. Well, talk about the earth moving under your feet. Temperance is usually about balance and trying to keep everything tranquil, peaceful, and calm. This is kind of the opposite. So I think the best way you can prepare for this focus is if you're going to shake things up, it's got to be in a good way, not in a bad way. This seems to me like you're overreacting or getting too overwrought over this situation. Again, When the tower is reversed, like I said, we aren't always thinking clearly. We're not taking away the important lessons we need to take away from it in order to move on. And I sort of think temperance is here. You know, in a way, with this card reversed, I think there's really an emphasis on these headphones here. You know, on one hand, when the card is upright, he's got the headphones on to calm himself down, listening to calming, soothing music. But I think in this case, it's like he's trying to shut everything out, and he's not listening, and he's not paying attention. So, what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? You have the Hermit upright. Oh, there's cooperation if you want it. There's guidance, and there's mentors there ready to tell you what went wrong, why it happened, what you can do to avoid it in the future. But you've got to listen to them. You've got to not have those headphones on, noise canceling headphones, so you don't hear them. They're trying to help you. Well, la la. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Look at that. There's a reason to celebrate somehow by week's end. And my guess is it's because you take off the headphones, you listen to the advice you're being given, and you realize that with others, you can set this situation right. With the support and help of others, you can turn this around. Nice. And maybe have a reason to celebrate. So, unless this is just about going to a drunken office Christmas party and drowning your sorrows, but I don't think so. All right, Earth signs. Looks like something's crashing and burning for you this week. I hope it's not your job and your income and your livelihood, and that you have a backup plan in place. Seems to me like this might even be like a deja vu for you, that you've seen this before and you've been through it before, and you let it happen to yourself again. So take what you can out of this. Try to learn the lessons. Don't shut yourself off from the situation. Don't try to just act like, oh, it didn't faze me at all, when you know very well it has rocked your world. Pay attention, and try to restore harmony and peace and calm to the situation. And the Hermit here is there to guide you. They're here to help you. Maybe this is also a call to take a meditation class or yoga class or something to de-stress here as well. But I also think this is somebody who can be a mentor, a guide, a support to you. People want to help you figure the way out of this situation. And if you work with others cooperatively, I feel this is going to be good by week's end. You'll feel a lot better about things. You have still a mess that you are, working through the fallout of, but with the help of others, you will get through. Wow. Some very interesting readings this week. I'm not sure. There were some high moments for a number of the readings, but I'm not going to call a winner. I'm not going to call a winner this week. So, wish everybody has, and Mercury, I didn't even mention it through the reading once. I was very good. But with Mercury going retrograde, we can kind of see, how some of this that I've mentioned here is going to play out with the Mercury being involved. Okay, so let's talk about our shows, shall we? Don't just come to my show. Come to our live stream later today at 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we'll answer any burning question you have for us. So I'll get there early because we do fill up pretty fast on a Sunday. And then on Wednesday is Mr. O's Goth Tarot. You can find out about your shadow, go peer into those dark recesses of your inner self and see what's going on there. Mr. O does that at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. Okay, let's move on, shall we? Because we have our Thursday show from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, we'll answer any question. Now, you can take your chances and come later because we haven't been as busy lately on Thursday nights, but it's good practice to get there early and join in the fun. We can be a little bit more chatty when we have less people on Thursday, and that's always fun, isn't it, Mr. O?
Yes.
He says in his happy voice. And speaking of happy, don't you want to find out about the emotional side of your life? Every Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mr. O talks about, oops, not that there. Love, the heart, emotions, interpersonal relationships. And thanks, Mr. O. He's making obnoxious gestures at me, of which I will not speak. Okay. So, but that's 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is emotional exchanges. And then happy hour is going to be on Saturday this week at 10 a.m. Am I right? Eastern Standard Time, Saturday. He may be working that day. We're not sure, but we're going to call it for 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and get a single card, positive message from Spirit. No questions. We just give you a positive message for your week ahead. So, everybody, have a productive, prosperous week in front of you as we get closer and closer to the holidays. Wishing you well, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.